Is it working now? Perfect. Morning, yogis. How's it going? Nicholas here. 1 minute and we will get started. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. About another minute until we get started. Just a quick couple things. I know most of us don't have yoga straps or anything like that at home. If you happen to have a strap, that would be awesome. Because at the beginning, after a bit of breath and whatnot and settling in, we'll use a strap just for a little bit of shoulder stuff, mobility. So if you don't have a strap, a long enough towel that you could hold would be great. Also, anyone who might have any other equipment, like one of these little like bands, stretchy bands, that works as well too. Just something to kind of help get us into the shoulders in the morning. So anything long enough would be awesome. The other thing is, again, I know most of us probably don't have blocks at home. If you do, they're a great tool to use while practicing. So if you have blocks, awesome. If not, no worries. Another thing we'll be doing kind of towards more of the beginning, if you have like a chair, any old chair, preferably one with kind of like a harder seat, so that way we can kind of get into some shoulder work on the chair. So the chair is a great way to do it. I typically would do it in a class on blocks, but seeing as that we're not in a studio, yoga studio with props, any chair. If you don't have a chair, don't worry, I'll give you an option to do on your mat as well too. So just different ways to get a little bit deeper into your shoulders. Water, towel, grab what you need. I believe it is time to go. What time is it?
9:02.
Oh, it's time, yeah, we're past 10. All right, awesome. Again, welcome, my name is Nicholas. BreakOut Studios online classes. Today is yoga. As we go, feel free to modify. Sit in a chair if you need. Take a child's pose when you need. Water towel, whatever it is that works best for you. I want you to find your practice this morning. That being said, let's go and get started. Seated. At any comfortable seated position for you, whether it's on the floor, whether it's on a chair, whether you want some pillows to sit on, prop yourself up, or even if you have blocks, a yogi block, sitting up on that, go for it. And as we settle into the space, go ahead and take your hands, gently rest your palms on your thighs of your choice, palms up or down, soften your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your heart, lengthening your spine, and go ahead and soften through your face, closing your eyes. We're just going to take a few rounds of breath here just to settle into your space, onto your mat. We've made it through another week of quarantine. I always like to start by saying whatever is buzzing around in your mind, whatever thoughts, especially any worry, any anxiety, any stress, I'm hoping that you can take this hour just to kind of release some of that, letting some of it go. Because I know there's a lot going on with thoughts, with concern, with planning, with scheduling, what's happening, when will things go back to normal. So as best as you can, letting that go, even if it's just for the hour, settling into your space, and finding your breath. And sitting up as tall as you can, lifting the heart, broadening through the collarbones. As you inhale, fill up into the belly, the side ribs, the back, the chest. And as you exhale, drawing your belly towards your spine, allowing the chest to gently drop, the air to be pressed back out. Now try to get your inhales and your exhales to be the same length. And take notice, one might be longer than the other. If the inhale is a little longer, it might be because you're not pressing all that old air back out of your body. Only trying to draw the belly in, getting to the end. If the inhale is a little bit shorter, it might mean that you're not inhaling to your full lung capacity. So playing with that, without tensing through your jaw, and not just here at the beginning, but throughout your practice, notice what happens to your breath. Notice what happens to your body when we get a little tense, when we get a little anxious. Notice what part of your body tightens up, parts begin to feel a little sore, and the thoughts that float through your mind. Taking 3 big rounds of breath together. When you're ready, nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Now seeing if you can find your breath traveling in and out of your nose only, while you keep your jaw soft, while your tongue floats comfortably in your mouth. Beginning to create what's called Ujjayi breath. And your next exhale, gently lower your chin towards your chest, softly bow your head. Whatever your goal, whatever your intention is, setting that at the top of your practice, coming back to it as we move. And taking your time when you're ready, gently begin to open your eyes and bringing your gaze back up to neutral. Good morning. Happy Friday. All right, you guys go ahead and stay seated wherever you are. Again, make yourself comfortable. We'll be here for a bit longer. So again, propping yourself up on pillows, bringing yourself up onto a chair, whatever works. Anyone who might just be joining us, if you don't have a yoga strap, I'm guessing most of us might not, that is fine. Can you grab a long towel? Because we're going to get into shoulders in just a moment. If you happen to have other fitness props, like a nice little stretchy band here, this works as well too. So any of those, if you haven't grabbed them, if they're not around you, feel free to go grab one now. Before we get started with that strap though, for those of you that are seated and ready, go and take those hands onto your shoulders and go and reach your elbows up, back, and down. And as you inhale, reaching up. As you exhale, take it back. And you might even feel a little bit of almost what would sound like popping going on through the shoulders. I know I am, into the upper traps. Now, our shoulders tend to be very tight, especially if you've been spending a lot of time seated, which I'm sure most of us have been. And the back starts to round a bit. So that back gets a little bit overstretched. The chest starts to get a little bit tighter. So taking some time again to open up the chest a little bit more today. And go and take the elbows back the other direction. And again, if the body has tightened, if you're noticing things that have shifted around with the body that are different just because our habits have become different now, it's not anything to judge, it's not anything to be stressed about. It's change. Our bodies change constantly with whatever we're dealing with, whatever is going on in our lives. So not to be upset if I mention things that I'm just asking you to look out for. It's not to be like, oh gosh, yeah, I am tighter. My shoulders are, I am more stressed. I can't get my mind to just be quiet for a bit. It's fine. We're in a crazy time right now. So doing what you can. And like I said, even if you're just here to breathe for us. And then taking one more round, go and gently release. Whew. Now, go ahead and take that strap. Strap, towel, band, whatever you have. Now I'm going to turn profile so you can see. As we shift, nice pull on that strap. Keep it nice and tight. You're going to reach the strap up and overhead. As you exhale, take it back behind you. Now here's where it gets a little sticky. Here's where we start to push our ribs out. Here's where we might start to drop the chin. This is the part where I want you to stay as tall as you can. Lowering the strap down, bringing it back up and overhead, and sending it back out in front of you. Now checking, I place my strap pretty wide in my hands because I know my shoulders are very tight this morning. So as you start to open them up though, you might narrow the distance between the hands and try that. And feel free, you might even pause here for a moment, you might even hold, whoo, letting the shoulders soften, letting the heart lift. And as I'm talking to you right now, I feel it in my left shoulder. Softening the upper traps, lengthening through the spine. Again, continue to move, pause when you need. Narrowing the strap when it feels right for you. Just a few more, up and over. And feel free, can you connect it with the breath? I get off the breath pattern because I start to talk. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, down. But breathe in a way that feels natural for you, but also feels like it's assisting, like it's helping, like it's part of the practice. Everything is connected together. One more round on your own, just that nice little up and down. You might even pause to the back. And then go and bring yourself all the way back up. Now, for any of my friends that might have a stretchy band or something that's really giving you some pull, this part might be a little bit different for you. Anyone that might have a towel or anything that's really tight, that's not gonna really stretch, I want you to bend your elbows. Now, for my stretchier friends, you can only pull so much because you have give in your strap. For my friends that have an actual cloth strap or towel, bringing your elbows about shoulder height, bending your elbows about 90 degrees like a field goal, and I want you to pull each side as hard as you can towards the left and right side. So as if you're trying to rip your strap, rip your towel. Now as you do that, don't let this happen to the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down and broaden along your chest. And even I'm starting to get a little shaky because I'm really trying to pull as hard as I can. Imagine taking up space, and whatever space you have, take it all up. In your living room, your bedroom, wherever you are, outside, inside, just creating as much space as you can here, broaden along the chest, along the back. One more inhale. And as you exhale, gently release and lower. Nice, go ahead and set that strap, towel, whatever it was you use, set it off to the side. Draw your shoulders down, let's flip those palms up. And as you inhale, lengthen. Ooh, hopefully the shoulders feel a little bit softer. Exhale down. Two more, inhale, reach. Exhale down. And just one more, inhale, reach, lengthen. And exhale down, awesome. Let's go and shift all the way forward, coming onto our hands and knees. Go and bring your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees right underneath your hips. Spreading your fingers, plant your palms. Just a few rounds of our cat-cow. As you inhale, pull the heart forward. And as you exhale, chin to chest, belly to spine. Now we've been seated for a moment. If the knees get a little tight and you even want to take a little stretch of one leg back, the other leg back, go for it. Otherwise, continue just to move into your cat-cow. Taking this moment here, just kind of for you. Whatever your body feels like it's needing, if it's into the side ribs, or even into the neck, just a gentle release. Taking about one more on your own. Now, here's my next round. We're gonna get a little deeper into the shoulders, but before we get there, I want you to go ahead and just square yourself off, find your neutral, and I want you to just keep your hips right over your knees. Now, this is our first option, especially for our friends that might not have any props with them at home, or maybe not even using a chair. You're gonna start to walk your hands forward and just gently pressing your heart down towards the mat. And you can even bring the chin all the way down. Now it's a big stretch, especially if the shoulders are a little tight, into the lats, maybe a little bit tighter. Pausing here. Now, if that works for you, if not, and you have a chair nearby, here's where you could then get a chair. And do the same thing on a chair, but be careful because you have a little bit more height on a chair. So you don't want to over dip too much. You can even adjust. And I would recommend actually, if you do have a chair, to do it on your elbows and releasing here. And even just letting that head drop. Now for anyone that happens to have yoga blocks with them, if you don't all carry them in your car like I do, you can take the elbows on your blocks and then gently let the head release here. So it's not quite as dramatic, but again, careful with your shoulders, check how they're doing. Now if your hands are extended, feel free to bring the palms together, gently bringing them onto your back. Two more rounds of breath here. One more nice steady round. And as you inhale, gently take your time, reaching yourself back up. Whew. And gently soften. Now check how that feels for a moment. If you're on the chair, go ahead and come back to all fours. If you're just on the mat, walking the hands up. If you need a little rounded cat-cow, go ahead and take it. Now before we begin to power up those legs, let's just get one more nice stretch into those shoulders, into the rear delts. Now I want you to take your right arm, go ahead and reach it up towards the sky. Just take a nice big stretch, little twist, and then thread your right arm all the way underneath. Now dropping your right shoulder down towards the mat, releasing your head. If that's not working for you, feel free to just stay upright and pull the arm across your chest. Now, no pain through your neck. Some of us might even take that left arm, reach it up, rotate, and even go a little bit deeper, reaching for that right hip. Draw your left shoulder blade up and away from your ear. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more round. And then go ahead and gently press your left hand back down onto the mat. Go ahead and take that right arm one more time. Just reach it up towards the sky as big as you can get. As much stretch and length as you can find. Switching sides. Right hand down. Go ahead and reach your left arm up. Reach it to the sky. Find that rotation. And as you exhale, gently thread your left arm underneath, drawing the head down. Now again, remember, other option would be to just stay seated. Pull the arm across the body. No pain in your neck whatsoever. Maybe right arm to the sky, you rotate that palm. Maybe it reaches for your left hip. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Don't let the shoulders bunch up around your ears. Lengthen your neck. Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more round here. And gently pressing your right hand down to the mat. And bringing yourself up. Whew. Take a moment. Again, if a cat-cow feels good, go for it. And when you're ready, no rush. We're going to take some of that pedaling, some of that movement down into our legs now. Wrap your triceps down, lift your shoulder blades up away from your ears, tucking your toes, and go ahead and pedal out through your legs. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Just getting into a few rounds of our pedaling through our down dog. Now drawing the lower ribs in. Reaching your inner thighs back. Don't worry if your heels don't touch, that is fine. They don't need to touch the mat. Just lengthen through the back of your legs. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And release. Bring yourself all the way up, looking forward. Go ahead and start to walk your feet all the way up to your hands. A nice bend in your knees. Now from here, soft bend. Go ahead and let the head release down. Whew. Gentle nod, yes. Gentle shake, no. Now don't let your shoulders just sit on your ears, on your neck. I want you to lift your shoulder blades up away from your ears, keeping a bend through your knees. Feel free to begin to take your hands interlaced behind your back. If that's too much, hands can stay at hips. Otherwise, interlace, reach your knuckles up towards the sky. As you exhale, gently fold. Even here, whew, my neck pop. Maybe gentle nod, yes. Maybe gentle shake, no. Keep the knuckles reaching up without letting the shoulders fall. Feel free to let those knuckles reach forward towards the front of your mat. If it feels okay in the back of your legs, you can start to extend and straighten. But careful with the knees. You don't want to push all the way back. Keep that weight even between the ball and heel of the foot. 1 more round of breath. If you've interlaced the fingers, gently release. Soft bend through your knees, rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Bring yourself all the way up to stand. Whew. All right. Good morning. Go ahead and I'll turn and face the front. From here, go ahead and keep your feet about hips width. As you inhale, float the arms up. Pausing here, shoulders soft away from the ears. Take an inhale, reach up. As you exhale, drop that right hand down. Bring that left arm up and over, right into that side waist, all the way down through the ribs. You can even start to feel it into that lower waist. Maybe a little rotation up. And then as you inhale, bring yourself back up. And switching sides. Shoulders soft. Maybe a little rotation up. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you up. Now broaden through the chest. As you open up, heart lifts. Inhale, lengthen. And 2 more, just like that. Exhale, lift. And lengthen. 1 more here. Exhale, lift. and lengthen. Now soft bend through your knees. As you exhale, a little reach forward as you dive, reading with the heart, belly to spine. Now inhale, press into your shins, reach your heart forward. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back, step your right foot forward, and then drop your back knee all the way down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up, take it into your lunge. Open up through that left hip. Right knee over the ankle, belly lifted up, right hip hugging back. Shoulder blades soft down the back. Taking one more inhale here. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now we're going right away for a little bit deeper twist. I want you to take your tricep all the way across your thigh and then gently press to rotate. Now if that's a little bit too much, feel free to bring your hand all the way down to the mat and take our regular twist. Yogi's choice, you decide. As you rotate towards the leg that's in front, pressing the palms down, reach the heart forward, taking one more inhale. As you exhale, gently release your hands all the way down to your mat. Pause, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now can you come onto your fingertips, reaching your heart forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Maybe you flex the front foot. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, lift. Two more, inhale, reach. Exhale, back. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, back. And then bringing that front knee over your ankle, pause, come onto your fingertips. Soften your shoulders from your ear, draw the belly in. Soft bend through your back knee. Reach your arms up and overhead, wrapping the triceps forward. Remember, at any time if it's too much, bring the back knee all the way down to the mat. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Is your breath still present? Is it still part of your practice? Is your mind still present? Keeping the focus, taking one more inhale. As you exhale, looking forward, gently release your hands down towards the mat. Step all the way to the top of your mat. Now pause here. Feet are hips width. Bend both knees. Bring your left hand to the center of your mat, and then start to straighten your right knee, taking that right arm up towards the sky, and twist. A little bit more length into that right hamstring. A little bit more rotation through the mid-back, trying to stack the shoulders. Maybe you even look up. One more inhale here. As you exhale, gently release. Pause. Inhale, reach halfway. Heart to the top of your mat. And second side, right foot steps back, left foot stays forward. Dropping that back knee all the way down. Whew, take a moment, pressing those hips down. When you're ready, reaching the arms up. Now as that belly lifts, send your tailbone down, draw your shoulders down away from your ears, triceps forward. Two more breaths here. And exhale. One more round inhale. As you exhale, hands to heart, pause. Broaden along the collarbones. Take your right tricep, twist to the left, all the way across your thigh. Now twisting towards that front leg, press into the thigh and rotate. If it's too much, right hand down to the mat. Hugging left hip back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. One more here, inhale. Exhale, gently release. Bringing your hands down towards your mat, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, hug that left hip back. Inhale, broaden through the collarbones, reach. Exhale, hips up and back. And again, inhale, reach forward. And exhale, up and back. Two more, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Bending that front knee. Now, knee over ankle, soft bend through your back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Crescent pose, good, finding that balance. Hug left hip back, strong through the center. No tension. Soften the shoulders. Wrapping forward, find that nice big lift. Can you sink just a little bit deeper? One more inhale here. As you exhale, looking forward, gently release. Now stepping all the way to the top of your mat, go ahead and take your feet about hips width. Bend both knees. Right hand now comes between the feet, center of the chest. And then as you inhale, begin to straighten your left leg as long as you can and reaching up. If you have a block, you're welcome to use a block. You can even come to a chair here and lift as much as you need. Maybe hand on the hip. Take another round of breath. On your next exhale, gently release, taking your time. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Plant your palms, go ahead and step back. Downward facing dog. Inner thighs reaching back, palms spread. Heart reaching down as you inhale. Begin to shift forward, shoulders over wrist. Broaden through the collarbones, belly lifted. Don't let those hips hang down. And then as you inhale, hips up and back. Exhale, brings it forward. Inhale, back. 2 more. Exhale, forward. And back. 1 more. Exhale, forward. Pausing at the top. Take another inhale. Knees up or down. As you exhale, lower all the way onto your belly. Wrist right next to your ribs. Elbows are reaching up. Shoulder blades soft. Keep it nice and low. Inhale. Now pause here. With that low lift, tailbone reaching down. Take your hands. Hover them right off the mat. Pausing here. Tailbone reaches back. Hip bones are lifting up. Shoulders soft from the ears. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, release your hands. Release your head. Inhale. Broaden through your collarbones. Pull your heart forward. Soften your shoulders. Can you inhale? Hover your hands again. Can you exhale? Extend the hands alongside the hips. Palms are reaching down. Shoulders are soft from the ears. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, gently release, letting the head drop down. Slide your hands back next to your ribs. Plant your palms down. Hug your elbows in. As you inhale, maybe you lift a little bit higher. Check, no tension. Soften, belly lifted. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers, planting your palms. 3 rounds, plank to downward facing dog. On your inhale, shift forward. On your exhale, moving back. And 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more. Inhale forward. Exhale lower to your belly. Now this time take your arms, reach them right out in front of you. Let me scoot back just a little bit. Reaching those arms out, now palms facing in towards each other. As you inhale, I want you to press your left outside of your hand, pinky side into the floor, into the mat. And then as you inhale, reach the right arm up, reach the left leg up. So opposite arm is leg. Now without just dipping into your lower back here, can you lift the hip bones up and lengthen the back of your neck? Taking 1 more inhale. As you exhale, gently lower. Now switching sides. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And pausing here, draw those shoulder blades down away from your ears, especially really pressing down into this right hand. And don't worry about height. Feel free to keep it low. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Pausing here. Take your palms, slide them back alongside the ribs. Elbows are reaching up. As you inhale, take your cobra, shoulders soft, belly in. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Do what you need to do. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. Coming high up on your toes. Looking forward, bend your knees. Exhale, nice light step, maybe a little hop. Bring it all the way to the top. Bringing your big toes all the way together. Inhale, heart lifts halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand tall. Hands all the way to your heart. So musty. All right, Chokies, let's go ahead and start to flow. We're working with crescent to start, and then we're going to actually work our way into warrior 1 today. Shoulders soft. As you exhale, press your heels down. Shift your hips back. Pause. Draw the ribs in. Soften the shoulders from your ears. Inhale, float the arms up and overhead. Now again, double check. Any extra lifting through the shoulders, can you soften it down just a little bit more? Pull the heart forward. Drawing in through the center, pressing back into your heels. Taking 1 more inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Step your left foot back, set up for crescent pose. Right foot can move to the right side of your mat. As you inhale, float the arms up. Find that length, find that reach. Belly lifts. 4 rounds to lower and lift. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 3 more. Inhale up. And 2. Inhale up. And 1. Inhale up, sinking the hips just a little bit deeper. Draw the belly in, soften through the shoulders. Flip your palms forward. Broad through your collarbones. Reach your heart out over that right thigh. Keep extending those fingertips back. Keep drawing the shoulder blades away from your ears. Use your core to support. If you need that thigh, use it. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, release. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Switch sides. Right foot steps back. Adjust left foot. Soft bend through your right knee, come onto your fingertips, broad through the collarbones. Inhale brings you up. Pause, find that wrap, find the lift. Left hip hugs back. 4 wraps, take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 3 more. Inhale up. And 2. Inhale up. And 1. Now take that reach, pause, think a little bit deeper. Arms extended, shoulders soft. Now from here, taking the palms, go and reach those palms forward, lengthening that heart forward, hugging that left hip back. Find that broadening through the collarbones, take 1 more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Now your choice, vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Feel free if you're taking vinyasa, right back to plank. Exhale to lower. As you inhale, lift and broaden. As you exhale, hips up and back. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, come onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend. Step or hop, bring it all the way to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full. Bend your knees, chair pose. Send your hips back, float your arms up, shoulders soft, belly drawn in. Next, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Step your left foot back. Now, crescent pose here. 1 more time. Come onto your fingertips, broaden. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Pause. Take your arms out to the side. Broaden here. Space along the chest, belly lifted up. Use your core. Exhale, rotate to the right side of the room. Good, now keep hugging that right hip back. Reach out that right arm. Lift. Use the core to help support you to lift up and back. Taking 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left hand all the way down to the mat. Pause. Find your twist. Reach your right arm up. Now, your choice, you can stay here. You can start to drop the left knee. Reach right foot back. Or full Vasisthasana, stepping both feet back, stacking the feet, and pause. Again, anyone who wants a little bit more heat, maybe that right foot hovers off the left. Squeezing through the bum, lift it through the obliques. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, gently release your hand. Now, if you want more heat, you take your vinyasa. If you want to take it straight back to down dog, go there, wherever it works for you. Anyone practicing upward facing dog, top of the feet pressed down, and then the hips stay lifted, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hips up and back. Reset, any pedaling, any movement. Shoulder blades up and away from your ears. Inhale, comes onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend. Step or hop, bring it to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair, hips back. Arms float, shoulders soft. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float. There's a little bug. It's bugging me. All right, bend your knees. Reach your arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Step your right foot back, and second side. Left foot can move a little bit wider to the side. Broaden through the collarbones as you inhale. Float those arms up, lengthen. Shoulders soft, and from here, take your arms out to the side. Pause. As you exhale, rotate towards the left side. Now keep lengthening, trying to reach for the front and back of your mat at the same time. Well lifted up through that belly, while the shoulders stay soft. Lining the breath, take 1 more inhale. Right hand all the way down to your mat. Pause. Option A, stay here in the twist. Option B, right knee down, left leg back. Option C, both legs can step back. And if you want just a little bit more heat, you can hover that left foot off the mat. Breathing here, 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more. On your next exhale, take your time. Either vinyasa, down dog, child's pose, whatever it is that your body needs. Inhale, lift to lengthen. And exhale, shift up and back. Hey, Billy. My assistant with his cone of shame. Take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Coming high up onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, a nice light step or hop. Bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands to your heart. Whew. All right, keep your right foot forward. Actually, before we get there, I got ahead of myself. Let's get into the arms first. So the arms, I'm going to turn around so you can see. We're going to reach the arms out, palms flip back. Now, ultimately, we're trying to go to a reverse prayer here to really open up through the heart. If that's too much, no worries. You can bring the knuckles together, and you can just bring the hands under the hip. Most important thing, we're trying to avoid this release here through the ribs. Draw the belly in, and then we want to get any rounding out of the shoulder, so you want to lift through the heart. Now from here, keep your right foot forward, and step your left foot back. Now, the feet are not on one line, so make sure that you open up just slightly. Right outer hip hugs back. Soft bend through that right knee, shoulders away from ears. Belly's lifted, take an inhale. Exhale, go and take it halfway. Pause. Now unlock that front knee a bit. It doesn't need to be pressed straight down. A little bend. Help keep it nice and steady. Now keep reaching your heart forward, work through your core. Now see if you can take that torso so it is parallel with your mat. Good, 2 more rounds. Press into your back foot. Take another inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, bring yourself up. Now keep your hands wherever they are. Bend your front knee, switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot back. Now same setup. 1 foot on each track. Hug your left hip back. Draw your hip bones up, soften through your shoulders. Belly to spine as you exhale. Reach the heart forward. Now soft bend. If that means you need to take a bigger bend, that is fine. Feel secure, feel stable through that front leg, but press into your back leg. Ooh, that breeze feels good. It is getting much hotter in Arizona now. Not quite as cool these mornings as it used to be. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more round of breath. And as you inhale, bring yourself up, bend that front knee, step to the top. Awesome. Turning into some heated yoga up here. Releasing the arms, soften through your shoulders as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway, reach your heart to the top. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or hop vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. And shifting up and back. Now we're going to take our right ankle, our right knee to our left shoulder. So we're going to bring it up and across. So as you inhale, I want you to float the leg up. As you exhale, bring it up and over. And again, send it back. And 2 more. 1 more, send it back. And across now, pausing here. Can you take that right foot? Can you send it straight out? Now from here, your left heel, feel free to drop it all the way to the mat. Fall in triangle. You're more than welcome to stay here. Breathe, strong through the obliques. Maybe left arm opens up to the sky. Pressing down and lengthening. If you're trying to have a little bit more fun and you really want to fire up that core, you can see if you can float that right leg off the mat. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, gently release your left hand, knee to nose. Step your foot between the hands. Did the foot come off the mat? If not, no worries. We got 1 more round. Back heel. Drop it all the way to your mat. Now warrior 1. Hug your right hip back. Send your heart forward. Back leg straight. As you inhale, float the arms up. Now warrior 1, a little different from warrior 2. When you see me head straight on, we want to square up the hips. Belly's lifted. Now we're just here for a moment. Back heel's pressing down. Warrior 2, hands to heart. Front foot walks in just a little bit. Opening up to the side and extend. Billy.
Come here.
I realized my assistant was blocking our view, so I had to move him out of the way. As much fun as he is to look at. Pressing those palms down. Belly lifts. Take an inhale. And exhale, soften. 1 more round here. Inhale. And exhale. Now taking that front palm, go and flip it up. And reverse, shifting all the way back. Length through that sideways. Soften through your shoulders. Hip bones stay lifted. Taking 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring yourself back up. And then extend that front leg, release the arms. Back foot, feel free to move it in just a few inches. Triangle pose. Now same thing here, except we have the hips a little bit more open. Trying to hug that right hip back. Soft bend through the knee, engage the quad, engage that right thigh. Lengthen. Now lift up through the right waist first, and then send it forward. Keep reaching forward to then reach it down. Hand to shin, hand to block, hand to mat. Find a little bit of length here. And maybe even rotate up. Now your back heel still grounded into the mat as the shoulders stay soft. Feel free to take that top arm, rotate. Maybe it reaches back towards that right thigh. Open up that shoulder a little bit more without pressing the ribs forward. Draw the ribs in. Take another inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, float your left arm back up towards the sky if you wrapped. Shoulders stay soft. One more breath here. As you exhale, look down towards the mat, bend the front knee. Gently release your hand, pause. And then as you exhale, plant your palms, step back, either vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Child's pose, grab a sip, grab a towel, whatever it is that you need. Take a deep inhale. And letting it go. Reset. 3 rounds, left leg. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, go and bring it across. And send it back. And 2 more, working through those obliques. Transverse abdominis. 1 more time, bring it to the top. Pause. Extending your left leg out. Whew. Now, dropping your right heel. Again, feel free to stay here. This already is some work. You can feel it through the shoulders, working through the core, maybe adding more to take that right arm up. Pausing here, find that lift. Again, if this is enough, stay. Maybe for the last couple breaths, you get even deeper into the core. Hover that left foot. Take another inhale. As you exhale, releasing your right hand down. Left knee to the nose. Step your foot between your hands. Now starting in our warrior 1. Back heel drops all the way to the mat. Back leg is straight. Front knee over ankle. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Pause here, find a little bit more lift. Support through that core. Shoulders are soft, no tension. And then hands to heart, warrior 2. Walk that left foot in just a bit, heel to big toe, and then send that left knee forward, drawing the tailbone down. Inhale, soften the shoulders, exhale. 2 more rounds, inhale, exhale. 1 more here, clearing the mind. And exhale. Flipping your front palm, keep the hip bones lifted, pressing that front knee forward, lengthen through the side ribs, through the side waist. And as you inhale, bringing yourself up, go and lengthen that front leg, gently release the arms. Back foot, feel free to move it in just a few inches. Now, ideally both legs straight, but a soft bend is perfectly fine through this front leg. Now as you extend, squaring off the shoulders towards the side, lift the belly up, reaching forward. Now yogi's choice, as you keep creating length, hand to shin, hand to ankle, hand to mat, working through your triangle pose. Find the broadening. Find a lift, find some length, shoulders soft. Maybe you take that top arm, rotate, bring it back around the hip, shoulder away from ear. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more. On your next inhale, taking your time, floating your arm up. As you begin to lift and lengthen, pause. Woo. And as you exhale, bend the front knee, shifting forward, planting your palms, go and step back. And again, yogi's choice, either vinyasa, down dog, child's pose. Take a moment. As you exhale, shift up and back. Take a nice deep inhale here. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, coming onto your toes, looking forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop, bring it all the way to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead. And hands to heart. All right, now moving a little bit deeper into our twist. Now, how we did earlier with the hands behind back or hands behind hip, we're gonna do that same setup with our legs. Now again, if you do have a yoga block or a prop, it would be useful to place it close by to where you can easily grab it. If you don't worry, again, maybe like a water bottle would work too. If you want a little bit more height, that might be helpful. Or again, even a chair, bringing a chair out in front of you. So if you need to face a sofa or something. Hugging that right hip back, lifting the hip bones up, belly drawn in. Now go ahead and keep your hands in your hip. Again, engage the quad with a soft bend. Don't lock the knee into that knee joint. Lifting up, reaching the heart forward, pausing here. Torso parallel with the mat. Take another inhale. Now from here, again, grab where you can. You can take a block. If the hand goes down to the mat, awesome. If you have a nifty water bottle, you can even use that to support you. Whatever might be helpful for you, for your body. Hugging that right hip back, reaching that heart forward, draw the belly in. Take an inhale. Make sure your left heel's pressing into the back. Now on your next inhale, can you open up, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Pause, a little bit of rotation here. Now, As I look up at you, I have to arch my back, but ideally we want to keep reaching the heart forward and then drawing the ribs in and all the way up to the sky. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, gently release your hand. Now from here, go and bend your front knee and then step your left foot all the way back into a full lunge. Now with that foot all the way back into a lunge, hugging your right hip back, reaching the heart forward, we're going into our first big balance of the day, and actually our only balance of the day. So again, a chair, block whatever you need, take those arms up, broaden through the collarbones, belly draws in. As you exhale, take your gaze forward, begin to shift onto that right leg, warrior 3. Pressing out that back leg, energy through that back leg as the collarbones broaden. Now take the variation that works best for you. A soft bend through the knee, bend it as much as you need. Taking 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, bringing yourself all the way up to stand. Woo! Give that right leg a little shake. Second side, go and keep that left foot forward. Stepping right foot back. Hugging your left hip back. Squaring up the pelvis. Hip bones are drawing up. Tailbone is reaching down. Now again, any prop that was useful, a block, a water bottle, a chair, go and set yourself up. Draw the belly in. Inhale, lengthen. Keep pressing into your right foot as you exhale. Reach forward. Now maintain the lift. Even though we're bringing the right hand down, it doesn't mean that the core then all releases. Keep all of this engaged, drawn in, as you send the hand down. Now as you hug that left hip back, keep reaching the heart forward. Take another inhale. As you exhale, can you open up that left shoulder towards the side? Now again, this is enough. Ideally, we're just trying to stack this left shoulder over the right. Keeping those hip bones lifted, keeping your right foot pressing into the mat. Maybe you stay here. Maybe that left arm up towards the sky. Broaden through your collarbones. Lengthen through your spine. Connected with your breath. 1 more inhale. And exhale, gently release your left hand down. Feel free to set the block, water bottle, whatever it is you have off to the side, set up into your lunge. Last balance. Here we go, coming onto the fingertips. Reach the heart forward, soften through the shoulders. Your next inhale, can you float the arms up? Strong through the core, shoulders away from ears, take another inhale. As you exhale, can you take that back foot, reaching yourself up, drawing the belly in. Find a little bit more length and space. Again, take your arms where it works best for you. 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, gently stand tall. Toes together, hands to heart. Draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, float your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Planting your palms, your last vinyasa. Step or hop it, however it feels best for you. Down dog, child's pose, wherever you need to go. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale to shift up and back. And from here, let's go ahead and take a moment. Bring our knees down to the mat. Bring our toes together. And take a child's pose, shifting those hips back. Taking your time, bringing yourself back up, slowing your breath. All right, yogis, let's take a moment. Let's open up those hips before we come all the way into our final poses. Stepping that right knee forward, single pigeon. Again, anyone who has any knee issues, if there's pain here, take it to a chair, bring it onto your back for thread the needle. You decide. But again, no pain. Hugging your right hip back, drawing your shoulders down, lifting the belly up. And as you exhale, take your time. It's not about the shoulders, so if you are moving into it and it's happening like this, trying to draw those shoulders down a little bit more. As you gently release, lengthen, and fold. Now, no rush at all. Taking your time. Before we shift all the way out of our pose, if you're in your single pigeon, take your time just to walk the hands up and pausing here. Again, any added stress, just soften it down. And from here, when you're ready, go ahead and plant your palms down to the mat and gently lifting the hips up. Now, however is best for you. I like to tuck the back toes, walk the knee up. We're just gonna go to all fours and adjusting here. And then go ahead and switch. Second side. Now first check the knee. No pain through your knee. Again, much like the neck and the lower back, the knee is just an area that you never want to feel pain. And in yoga, there's always that talk of what is discomfort, what is pain. You will know the difference. A lot of the poses might be uncomfortable, especially if you're newer to yoga. Like, I'm not flexible, it doesn't matter how flexible you are for yoga or not. The whole idea is to lengthen and stretch your body, regardless of how flexible you are. But wherever you land, especially for my more flexible friends, can you still stay lifted through your core? Can you still keep a broadening rather than just a full collapse? Can you keep that lift so that there is support? I'm actively hugging my left hip back. Try to keep that nice deep stretch into my piriformis, into my glute. Couple more rounds of breath. As you inhale, no rush, take your time. We're just going to walk the hands back up. Pause here. Draw the shoulders down, draw the belly in. And then from here, go and gently roll to the side. And let's go and bring both legs out in front. Now just one forward fold before we make our way all the way onto our backs to finish it out. Again, a towel, a strap, anything that you might need to swing around the feet just to make this a little bit better. Even feeling free to prop yourself up on a pillow or something to make you a little bit taller. Take the skin of your bum, gently pull it back just so we can sit tall on those sitting bones. Flex through your feet, float the arms up. No tension through the shoulders, soften down, route triceps forward. As you exhale, reach. Now get your heart to your toes, not your nose to your knees. Send the heart forward, soften the shoulders down, and then as you inhale, can you lift a little bit more? No tension through the jaw, through the neck, through the shoulders. Exhale, reach your heart. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, reach. Now it doesn't matter if your hands are here, it doesn't matter if you have your knees bent a little bit. I want you to hug the pinky toes back though. And once you've gotten to that max, feel free to gently release. Ooh, fold. Two more rounds of breath. And as you inhale, take your time. Slowly bring yourself up. Go ahead and bend your knees. And come all the way onto your back. One final back bend before we twist it on home. Planting your feet into the mat. Now all 10 toes are reaching forward. Brushing the back of your feet, your heels with your fingertips. Make sure you can just gently graze them. And then from here, reaching your tailbone forward as you exhale, begin to send your hips up. Now your chin stays reaching up towards the sky. Try not to move your head around. As you continue to lift your hips, keep reaching the tailbone forward. Inner thighs are wrapping down towards the mat. Collarbones are broadening. Can you take the hands gently interlace? Maybe you gently draw the shoulder blades a little bit closer together to help lift the heart, and then keep pressing into the feet. Now the more you can send the tailbone forward, the more we can press back. Now your neck is not touching the mat, it is the back of your head. So there's still that natural curve through the cervical spine, through the neck. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, gently release. Bringing the hips down. Go ahead and take your knees, take your time, and gently hug them in toward your chest. Little rock side to side. Keeping your right knee into your chest. Go ahead and send your left leg forward as you exhale. Go ahead and take your knee across your body. Broaden along your collarbones, gently rotate and twist. As you inhale, bring yourself back to center. Hugging your right knee. Pause, give it a little squeeze. And then go ahead and switch, extending the right leg out. Left knee draws in towards your chest. A little hug. And from here, taking your time as you exhale, pressing your left shoulder down to the mat. Now don't worry about how far your leg goes. Can you keep this left shoulder connected down onto the mat? And feel free to turn the gaze over your left shoulder toward your left hand. One more round of breath here. And as you inhale, bring yourself back to center. Now go ahead and stay center. I'm going to turn sideways, but we're going to move into a happy baby. So you're going to hug the knees in, reach the soles of the feet up, and then from here, reaching the insides of the knees, reach for the outer edges of your feet. Now that might not work. You can take the shins, however is best for you. And you want to press your sacrum, just below the lower back, down onto your mat. And then from here, gently pressing the knees down and reaching the heels up. Now we're getting a little bit deeper into the inner thighs. We didn't do a lot of external today. We really kept it neutral. So just some time to get into the inner thighs a little bit deeper. You could rock side to side. As your lower back presses down, shoulders are soft. Taking one more round of breath here. And then drawing your knees in towards your chest. Give them a nice little hug. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently lift your head. Soften your shoulders. One more inhale here. Exhale. Gently release everything out onto your mat. And sending the feet a little bit wider than hips width. You can even send the skin to the bum, just gently reaching it down. Now gently drawing the shoulder blades slightly together. Palms will face up. And letting the body just release, taking a comfortable inhale. And a gentle sigh. Allow your body to surrender. To just let go. To be in the space that you're in. Without worry, without concern, without a controlled breath. Just for the next few moments, find stillness as you move into Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bringing movement back to your fingers, back to your toes. Feel free to reach your arms over your head, take a long stretch through your body. And your next exhale, bend your knees, take your time, roll to your side. Allowing your breath to deepen, taking your time, your next exhale. Press yourself all the way up to a seated position. In Sukhasana, crossing out your shins, just like how we started. Feel free to bring your hands together at heart center. Maybe the eyes stay closed, face stay soft. Spine long, the shoulders soft, heart is lifted, rounded into your space. Take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, release. 2 more, deep breath in. And release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort, your focus. And whatever space, whatever peace, whatever calm was cultivated through your practice, taking it with you. Namaste. Awesome work. Thank you, yogis. So glad you guys joined in this Friday morning. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concern, feel free to let us know. Breakout Studios online. My name is Nicholas. Doing it all again Monday at 3:30 p.m. So hopefully I'll see you all then. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. See y'all soon.